Yo, what's up you guys? Welcome back to another signal review video. Today we're gonna take a look at a gentleman called Bandile. Now yesterday I did ask you guys who would you like to see next. The first comment that came up on here was Bandile and Mamba FX. According to Mamba FX, you have to pay 7,400 for signals. So I was like, no thank you. So Bandile, unfortunately you were the chosen one. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. First thing I obviously did was gone into his Instagram, and this video really drove me all the way to have to sign up with him. Just take a listen to this professional trader over here.
This is how much I made from the financial
markets. That's how much money he made, 12,412. Don't know if it's dollars. He says this comes exactly from the market, right? Not selling signals. So I was wondering, could I also make that type of money? And for some reason, he probably heard what I said, because the next response to that was
good forex trading. I also do help others accumulate such profits by providing signals, lessons.
And I was like, oh, you're talking to me? You selling signals? I'm gonna be there. Well, Papa Smith, I'm on my way. Now, this gentleman has got a Golf 7, which basically tells me that this is an entry-level car in order to prove that you can trade, because the last time I remembered on the video that I did for NASDAQ Ninja, I was asked, do you have a Golf 7.5 or Golf 7R? Because the NASDAQ Ninja's got one and he can't trade. So if he can't trade with a Golf 7, then that means this guy can't trade as well. But this guy is one of the funniest traders that I've ever met in my entire life. And I'm going to take you guys through these videos, through the voice notes that he sent there as well. Now, one thing I remember, this guy relies solely on technical analysis, and you guys know I love fundamental information as well. Now, I recently stumbled across this company called Fastbull, or this website called Fastbull, and these people, they basically operate with 24/7 live news. I'm talking about second after second. Now, I know there's many other companies out there that's going to request a payment from you just to get information like this, and this is basically everything that you require in terms of the financial markets. And if you think that's more, they also have an AI that provides you with trading signals that monitors the market 24/7 of the time. And then on top of that, they also have articles where their in-house analysts basically analyze the market for you and give you an outcome of what they potentially think is going to happen in the market as well. They also have a economic calendar, which is what I needed in my life, because on the other platform that I do use, I have noticed that that they offer is a lot more detailed in comparison to the others that I have used before. Because if you do go onto the view, you can actually go more into detail with this. Guys, be sure to check out this. They even have a mobile app, so you don't even need to go onto the website. You can get alerts to their signals. You can get all of that stuff all sent to your phone, absolutely at no cost. I'll leave a link in the description below, pinned to the comments. Make sure you go check it out, and make sure you download the app as well, because I am loving this, and you're probably going to see me use them in my videos as we go along. Now, let's go back to Papa Smurf. This gentleman over here is called Bandile. Now, the first signal that was sent on the 1st of November was a sell. Now, this sell, you can see there was a 0. What wasn't even a 1-to-1 risk to reward, right? This trade moved 53 pips, and according to Bandex, it was deep in the blues. Now, one thing I realized about him is he likes to promote RCG markets, clearly affiliated with them. They've probably given him an MT4 account that allows him to do whatever it is that he needs to do to make sure that it looks like he's making money in there as well. Clearly, IBIT ID 2885746. So when you lose, I make money, and you need to pay me for the signal as well. He says, let's chop up the charts, right? So the first thing that he said, that was a signal for before that, so we didn't start there. Then he says deep in the blues, keep holding. Then he says close and send results. That was just after 7, as you can see over there. Let me just go back. Close deep in after 7, which is there, but I actually made it there. I don't know why, but that's actually more pips for them, right? So I was like, oh my god, this guy is good. I thought he was bad, but as time goes on, you'll realize it's actually good from the bottom up. Like, you know, if you have to rate it from good from the bottom, right? Any case, then the next signal that he did send was a voice note, and then he says, let's top up NFP. So he basically is encouraging people to deposit their money into this broker to trade the NFP with him. And then he says, buy the NASDAQ 100, throw up the NFP, and that is exactly where we're gonna go. So this was, I would assume this was the first one over here that we are gonna take a look at very quickly. I am trying to work through it as fast as I can, right? So this is basically what had happened, right? So you can see over here, yes, no stop loss, no TP, and this was sent on the 3rd of November, and we're gonna go there. Sorry, I believe this was the first. Yeah, there we go. Buy NAS at 7 and then close at 8. So that was basically that move over there. From, you can see there, 8 o'clock. That candle closed over there, and there you can see it says close in the deep in the blues. Now according to him, that's deep in the blues, but who am I to argue? I mean, he's got a golf 7, that means he can't trade. I don't, so I can't. Life goes on, and then he says let's top up NFP again, and then he says buy NAS now at 2:30, and we are going all the way to the 3rd of November, where we are going to be met with the NFP, which I would have assumed was sent over here, right? Now this trade there, you guys can see it. You really basically can't see it unless you go onto a lower time frames, because they basically traded one candle. That's it. He traded this one candle there. That one candle there was traded, and again he says close deep in the blues and send us the results. Now it was at this moment that I thought to myself, okay, maybe this guy can actually trade. Maybe the golden ticket that you need to become a professional trader is a Golf 7 GTI. And then I was like, okay, cool. And then we went on here, and this was another, let's get back to top here, open your RCG markets. You'll see that a lot, right? Then it says sell EuroCat on November the 8th. So we go to EuroCat on November the 8th over here, and we go back, let's go back, November the 8th. This would be it. Now this was the first trade that did not go exactly as he anticipated, right? One thing I do want to say, this guy has got unrealistic targets, which is massive swing trades. That's gonna take a long time actually for the market to go and reach it. But we hit our first stop loss, and I said to myself, it's just one stop loss. I mean, what can go wrong with someone who's trading two currencies? You know. And then I thought to myself, we are selling NZD-CAT on the 10th of November, so we decided to go to NZD-CAT on the 10th of November, and this is where it started, right? Started there. You can see I'm using Quanda because he's using it as well. That market went down, hit the stop loss, right? But I thought to myself, okay, maybe the turbo of the GTI didn't kick in yet. Maybe it's still gonna come. We never know. Again, you have to read about RCG markets. You would think that the way this guy's promoting RCG, that he basically owns it, and he keeps on saying open up your RCG 100% bonus, and there's an affiliated link that goes directly to him. Right now we continue, and people are showing up how they deposit and blah blah blah. And then CPI, let's top up CPI the RCG way, right? He says they're gonna trade the CPI, right? CPI is gonna be traded today. Deposit your money in your RCG markets. Yeah, you say I don't want to play this sound, so I'm not gonna play it. Let me make that softer. There you can see he shows the people that he's deposited his account with 5,000. He got 100% bonus. Now he's sitting on 10,000 in credit, right? Then he says sell the NASDAQ on November the 14th at 25 minutes past 3, right? So we go to the NASDAQ, and we're going to look at this November the 14th right over here. Let's go all the way to the back. Let me just bring this down. I actually want to just bring that to a 1 hour. Okay, so we're going to go to November the 14th, Yeah, was it here? There we go. All right, so this is the Nasdaq CPI signal, and the market says, you know what, you can't actually trade. You think you can trade. I think South Africa needs a so-called, so you think you can trade, like you say, you think you can dance. And then he says sell now, and then he's like, oh, blue screens, and the market says no. And then he's like, market moved in two directions, second spike was a buy, we'll come back next time. Now remember, the signal was sent without the stop loss. Think about the people who doesn't have the money. What do you think happened to their accounts? While this guy is operating here with a RCG self-made millionaire account, other people were struggling. And then he sends a photo there of himself standing in front of this green GTI, which I don't have a problem with, but I guess that is what you need. And he says Smurf mode is activated. And I never thought to myself I'll actually take advice from a Smurf, but he said he will return like a boomerang. He's gonna come back. Now this boomerang then decided that we need to buy USD CHF. Okay, so that is exactly what we're going to do. That was in on November the 17th, if I'm correct. December the 5th at 2:30. So we're gonna get 1:30, November the 17th. There you go. So this boomerang decided to not come back. This boomerang actually went further away, because he says, like a boomerang, I'll come back. But then another stop loss hit, so the boomerang never came back. It's just went further onwards, right? Any case, so as life continued, he says buy USD CHF. That was a bad trade. Then it was buy NZD USD, very tight stop loss, but we bought that also on November the 17th over here. And we go to NZD USD. November the 17th was right about here. Okay, where are we now? Here we go. So November the 17th, there you can see this signal was sent at 14:32, and there you can see they actually you can see there that thing was placed on there at about 1:30. The trade was sent somewhere around there, 14:32 there. That stop loss had hit. So I thought to myself, maybe the boomerang, it just didn't come back. Maybe it's just gone, right? Because at this point I was thinking to myself, contemplating, should I buy a Golf 7? Because if I do buy one, it's going to look like I can't trade, because people say it makes you look like you can trade, right? In any case, then the Smurf said, guys, okay, we're not done. It's still November the 17th. Now, this is the trade that is so confusing. He's drawing a trend line. According to technical analysis, you're supposed to buy on the trend line, but this gentleman sends a sell on 1550 for the Nasdaq. So we're gonna go there, and this was sent on 17th of November. Am I correct? There we go, 17th of November, which was, I don't know why this thing is doing this. 17th of November, which is, yeah, I would assume. Let me just do this. 17th of November, there we go, at 1550. So 17th of November, there we go, it was sent right around there, right? So this trade basically went exactly as anticipated. It went down, and then he sends a screenshot, the blue screens of all of that, and then everybody's like deep in the blues, close the blues, blues. But there was just a couple of reds coming through here as well. Now he says that open your RCG account, 100% bonus with double your deposit on MT5, fund your account, stay tuned for signals again. Then he says sell gold. Now he said sell gold on November the 21st. And this is exactly where we're gonna go, right? November the 21st, gold said no, not that way, stop loss hit. And then we moved on. He said sell Euro GBP on the 23rd of November, and then we're gonna go there November the 23rd over here, and there we can see that trade was closed early in the profits. And then he also obviously said, guys, deep in the blues. And then people was like, yeah, we're making money. Yeah, he says sell US30 after you already sold it, right? Now the price that he was selling it at there was 35357, right? Now that's where the price was when he sent it. The stop loss is 35354, which is not even, there's Literally no room for this trade to move on November the 24th. So I'm really not gonna count this trade here, because if you look at where the entry was right there, that's where the stop loss was, that's where the entry was according to the chart that he sent, right? That is what, according to what he said, 35354, that's 35354, and you can see there the signal was sent, just so you guys can see, the signal was sent at 3537. So I'm not gonna count that. Even if he was in a sell, that trade reversed and you would have probably closed it early as well. Then he sent that message, then he sent another sell on gold, which was the second one that you saw over there, and obviously you saw that stop loss hit also, right? Then this was on gold, right? Then he says sell the Nasdaq 100, and this was on November the 29th. So we go to November the 29th. He says sell the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq says no, my friend, not today. Stop loss hit once again, and then he's showing the people all the losses that he's getting from his RCG demo account, right? Then life goes on. He says it's December, my friends, and then he says sell USD JPY, and that is exactly where we are gonna go for the first part of today. That was sent at 20 past, about 17 minutes past 12 in the morning, and then there you can see that trade actually went beautifully. And then there is a UD cat sell that he didn't send, but there's the USD JPY trade. People then send screenshots. Once again, NFP tomorrow, let's chop it up with the best RCG. This guy clearly don't learn. He hasn't had any success trading high impact news. But where as men, there's a song in Afrikaans that says, but where was man, no suttles, stop loss burn. This guy, he don't listen. He's the same like his friend over here, Mr. Nas 100 Zags. 2 signals sent, the people are crying. Let's go over to this guy once again. Right now, this is the NFP signal. No, this is not the NFP signal. Sorry. We're first gonna go to GBP AUD. Did I mark this trade? Let's go and see what we have on GBP AUD very quickly. This was sent December the 7th over there. There we go. That trade went perfectly to the downside. Patiently waiting. Yes, someone said, Sean says, I'm patiently waiting for NFP. He funded his account. And then the TP hit, we obviously saw over there that TP had hit for them over there. People are saying off, we are ready for NFP with Papa Smurf. And then, any case, NFP is at 3:30, right? He's like, yeah, NFP is at 3:30. He says, buy the Nasdaq at 3:30, right? And then this was sent on December the 8th. And then this is where we went there. This is that day when everyone, when the whole world bought the Nasdaq, right? That other guy also, that pastor, he also bought it. Things didn't go well for them. And unfortunately, he surrendered himself to the markets, right? Again, that was he says, at least we tried. I don't think you tried anything. Then he sells off his room. Fire signal is loading. He says that there's a fire signal coming today. He says that CPI and the FOMC is tomorrow. And he's like, don't worry, guys. Fund and chop. Fund your RCG account. We are going to kill the markets tomorrow. And then he shows us once again that he is loaded and ready for the markets tomorrow. And the CPI signal was sent. He says sell the Nasdaq at the 12th of December, and the Nasdaq said no, my friend, it is not a sell. It is actually, it's not a sell, it's a, I don't even know. He says sell. The market decided, you know what, I'm going to the upside. Now, this was the voice note that he said. This is where the funny stuff comes in. This is what he says.
Guys, 2 directions, yo. And when it's like this, it's just try. Like, even guys, if you look at the chart now, it's settling down. 2 directions. It's beyond us. It's beyond us. At least we tried, ish. Because even the buys were killed.
He said at least we tried. Any case, the next signal he sent was the FOMC signal, right? He says December the 13th, he says sell the Nasdaq. There, he says sell the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq says, I told you I don't want to be sold. And this is what he said.
Guys, no cap. These fundamentals mess up market structure. Me, I tried, guys. I'm done with fundamentals. No cap. Just stick to technicals, guys. But no risk, no reward, guys. It's nice when we win, no cap.
Yeah. You see how these guys are? They always like to make excuses for when things doesn't go their way. He says that he's going to stick to technical analysis, right? So we tested his technical analysis. He says sell Euro GBP. This was on the 14th of December. There we go. Euro NZD, the 14th of December. And I don't know what is deep in the blues for him, because I basically drew this analysis as he's got it. There he traded a break of a trend line and a break of support into resistance. The market went there. This is basically, according to him, this is deep in the blues, right? This candle there is deep in the blues because we U-turn, stop loss was hit. But people are gonna say he never indicated they should close the trade, and because of that we can't count it as anything, right? Next trade was sent is a GBP cat. That was also a buy, right? 1227. And the market said, well, not today, my friend. And then there was a sell on USD JPY. Did I not see this one? This was on December the 19th. Here we go. Okay, this trade, I don't know what happened here. The TP never hit. He also never indicated that this trade needs to be closed. And then today, he sent a Euro AUD sell, which is where we are now, which is in there. And he also on Wednesday AUD USD sell. Did I add this or did I go over it? Let me just see. AUD USD sell. No, this was my own analysis. So we have AUD USD sell, which was but today is Wednesday. Yes, so he said sell AUD USD at about Wednesday. Sorry about that. I didn't mark this one out. Okay, that was Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, I think this was sent yesterday, right? Because this was sent Wednesday the 19th. Sorry, this was sent last week. Sorry, this was sent last week. Yeah, Wednesday the 19th. It was, but it would have hit the stop loss in any case, because if you look at the time it was sent at 10 in the morning, and that's basically where it was, and that stop loss was hit. And then there was a Euro AUD. Okay, we've already gone Euro AUD. He says gotta work. And then he comes and he says open your RCG account, online course posted. And then there was a buy on GBP CAT, which is the trade that is currently running at the moment, right? That's the one there. So guys, that is it for this gentleman, right? He is, I'm not gonna, he needs to stay away from fundamental data. He needs to stay away from setting unrealistic targets. But again, he's not good at all in terms of the win to losing, like the win to loss overall results. But you guys now have all the signals that were sent. You have access to it. You let me know your thoughts about him in the comment section below. My best advice is stop trading high impact news and go over and go learn about these news events and how to read them. Thank you for your time, and as always, cheers for the ears.